Yes, welcome again to our contemplative morning practice, or miracle mornings at Beauty of Life Club, with our live session on Zoom, streamed in these days on YouTube. So please let me know how you like it, share it, and follow us if you can. Also, if you want to let somebody take part in this, you can just give them the recording for 1 week. They are available. Yeah, we have a beautiful Alexander one-day workshop coming up in Cologne this Sunday with a great new embodiment chapter and practices, preparing for our 4-day in Berlin. If you know people in Cologne, it's really helpful if you tell them about it. Also there are, I will say that later. Okay, so let's just have a good seat, lean back, enjoy the ride. Make sure if you don't listen to this while you're in traffic or dealing with machines and stuff. We're switching the conscious awareness partially, well, it can switch off at times. So let's start to move towards your centers. Using the breath and the letting go of the visual by slowly allowing the eyes to close. Giving some time and permission to relaxing into the breathing. And just enjoy playing with observation if it is more easy or more efficient to relax in the beginning and the process of the exhalation. If you get more benefit from focusing on letting things related to breathing and letting them condense and produce the exhale, let go. Also with a curiosity to which are the centers that the condensing is using. And then, yeah, hanging out there, relaxing in the out breath. A bit like pretending you don't need to have much air. Maybe that's a calming or soothing approach for some people. And then also interesting alternative to keep relaxing or relax consciously into the beginning and the process of the in-breath. Like again, pretending to don't care about how deep this goes and how long it lasts. Just enjoying the fact that it's happening and that it's a dynamic and an intelligence that's beyond your conscious control. Enjoying the aspect and the investment in patiently receiving. And then, of course, the question is coming up, what to do with all the time you are saving because you don't need to do much, if anything. Enjoying the intimacy of this contact with your own dynamic of your awareness, allowing this choice for relaxing to expand into all levels and aspects and organs of your expression. opening all the doors that you might encounter. Opening your jaws, your chakras, as you relax into the breathing, and through that you can invest in relaxing into your being. Welcoming all the processes, bringing your love to all the processes. Maybe there are topics that crystallize. Maybe there are energetic experiences that are in the foreground. Make sure that you bring the love that's needed and you bring the forgiveness that you need in order to be able to choose the love. Maybe there are some places inside yourself that need to recover. Maybe there are some places that need to be nourished or inspired. Just treat yourself and allow these things to happen. Allow your well-being to crystallize. Allow your inspiration to crystallize. Also, if you like, you can allow your will to crystallize. And then sometimes things seem really nice and going well, or nothing seems to bother. And then out of the blues, a deeper layer can be detected and recognized and be dealt with and felt. Like the active level of being okay with everything and all the results, the positive results of the conscious focus on happiness and love. And then often as a result of that, we get access to the next layer. And because we are not so really self-inclusive, we kind of often get afraid or scared when suddenly the sense of stagnation and numbness and a little bit chilliness suddenly reveals itself as hatred, for example. But if we have the courage and the nerves and the ability to integrate spirituality with our awareness, we can actually track back every little upset, every little unease, every problem back to the level of our hatred with God, hatred towards God. And it seems very primary and not evolved, and actually it isn't. But if we can get over the attachment to be flawless, it becomes easy to support our healing journey on a whole new level. And we discovered hatred is not more of a bad thing than we make it be. So the fear of our hatred is much more problematic, because in all the conflicting situations in our childhood, all the places where people have failed and there was a fight. We assume that the hatred we felt in these fights was a hatred against us personally. And it was the reason for this fight. So we try to not do that. We try to be nice. We try to not hate anybody. Also because we have so much judgment on this situation that we absolutely don't want to be like the other person, full of hate. So but we need a lot of hatred to separate from anything or anybody. We need a lot of hatred to sustain the illusion to be separate and live in separation and identify with it. Identify as a not, as an unconnected individual or object. So then it starts to become really difficult as we are trying to be nice and trying to ignore all the hatred that we have already invested in order to be better than the other, in order to be separate, in order to maintain a imaginary protection from the evil caused by behavior like the other person was behaving. Then we have to hide big parts of ourselves because we are so dependent on being right. Instead of just acknowledging, oh my gosh, I'm full of hatred and I want to heal it. I want to heal it I want to heal the fight with God underneath it. I want to heal the fight with my parents underneath it. I want to be wrong about all the things that it allowed me to think and have really strong opinions about. And the more some thing or somebody might confront my opinions, the more tightly I would hold onto them. Because I have such a need to be a good person. So just bring forgiveness in all of this, if you can relate to it at all. And choose to get over your fight with God and this place. Annoying people, annoying partners, annoying friends, annoying clients. Annoying everything. Some people annoy to, some people try to avoid, to forgive themselves for how much they are annoyed with the world, so they can always refresh their annoyment. But you could choose love. You could choose to forgive yourself. You could choose to forgive yourself for every detail of your self-attack agenda. You could pretend everything in your self-attack would be true, and then step up and empower yourself. I'm a loser and I forgive myself. I'm an asshole and I forgive myself. I'm dead inside and I forgive myself. I'm failing in relationship and I forgive myself. I don't have any friends and I forgive myself. I will never get up above my fucking fusion and I forgive myself. I will never have any money and I forgive myself. I will never have a better relationship with my partner or my children and I forgive myself. Yeah, that's a very strong pattern interrupt. In regards to a very basic conditioning, which says that when you are bad at something, you should worry, or like if you're not at least ashamed, you should at least worry and then take it really serious and then fight to get out of it. With motivated by another layer of being a good person, or wanting to be a good person, feeling guilty because you're not, and so on and so on. So it's your choice to, commit to a new level of stepping out of that hamster wheel and choosing your happiness, your excellence in body, relationship, and your profession. And that's the end of the guided part of our session. I stopped the recordings, and as I said, you can use them, share them, help the world to become more happy. And let us know if you like it, or what you like, or what topic you would like to be dealt with whenever you wish. Like or follow. We continue now with the sharing and then the plenary session